G'day everyone, welcome to the Squirrel Nest. It's time for another Cobbled Magic. I'm Joel, and today we're playing something called Saproling Explorers. It's a deck that I threw together a long time ago and just have improved over time as I got a couple more rares, and I thought it was a perfect deck for this show. So the deck is based around saplings and Path of Discovery. And Path of Discovery says, whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, it explores. So what you do is you make a bunch of saplings, each of them enter the battlefield, they all explore, which either draws you a card or puts a 1/1 counter on them. And then you just build up a little army of 1/1s with counters. We gain some life through Wild Growth Walker, and then Tender Shoot Dryad just pumps them all up and also creates more saplings. So a Tender Shoot Dryad and Path of Discovery, pretty much every single turn you get to explore at least once. Looping that in with Lurking Chupacabra, you can start mowing down your opponent's creatures, and oh my god, when it gets going, it is great. There's probably a few 4-ofs that I would normally not put in a Cobbled Magic, but all of them are uncommon. So in our 1-drops, we have our Llanowar, just some acceleration. Dropping a Path of Discovery on turn 3 actually is really quite handy. Your 2-drops just full of some saplings, the Wild Growth Walkers, some Branch Walkers, and a Seeker's Squire. Seeker's Squire could probably come out for something else, but 2-drops are good. And then in our 3-drop slots, we have Tishana's Wayfinder, Thrashing Brontodon, Vanquish the Weak, and some Golden Demises for our Merfolk type matchups and Vampire matchups. Quite important, and you'll find that City's Blessing with this deck is really super easy to turn on. Lurking Chupacabras in our 4-drops with our Ravenous Chupacabras. They're just flat out removal. They're great, especially with if you can create 4 saplings with a Lurking Chupacabra out. There's not a creature that you can't kill, and Settle the Score is just a one-of, just to get rid of Scarab God matchups. And then obviously Path of Discovery, which helps everything explore. Tender Shoot Dryad, which is super important. And 1 Vraska Relic Seeker. The Thrashing Brontodon and the Vraska Relic Seeker is there to take care of artifacts and enchantments. Vraska has the ability to take care of creatures, but that's not really that good of an ability. In this deck, the Chupacabras take care of most things. And then she also creates 2/2 Pirates, which again, when they enter, if we have a Path of Discovery out, they explore. So this deck rounds out at 5 rares and 1 mythic rare, and the rest being commons and uncommons. Mostly uncommon. There's a good split between uncommons and commons. We're only running 22 lands in this deck, and the reason for that is everything pretty much explores. And you've got 4 Llanowar Elves to make it up to like the 26 type mark, and you don't want to be drawing lands with your explore triggers. You kind of want to either be milling things and getting your counters on your creatures, because 1/1s are good, a swarm of 2/2s is better, and when those 2/2s become 4/4s because of Tender Shoot Dryad, they become great. In practice, while I was refining, a lot of people would scoop as soon as they saw Tender Shoot Dryad and Path of Discovery on the battlefield at the same time. I assume that they just didn't draw removal the next time, and they did that. But I will see you in the games, and then we'll wrap up with our tidy conclusion. Thank you everyone, and hope you enjoy. It's Cobbled Magic time, and we're on to match 1. Against Tequila 10. Or X. Okay, opening hands. Opponent goes first, which actually isn't that bad in this deck. We are very light on lands, so the extra draw helps us just draw into our lands. They are keeping their opening hand. We have a 1-lander, which unfortunately we can't keep. We do have a 1-lander here, but we have a Llanowar, so we will keep this. And scry Vraska to the bottom. Our 1 Vraska gets shuffled in with Evolving Wilds anyway. Hopefully our first match does not go mana screw. We do have our Wild Growth Walker, and we do have a Tender Shoot Dryad. We just need some more lands and a Path of Discovery, and we are off to the races. Get ourselves a forest. I'm not too concerned about Golden Demise. We're way off that. Llanowar into Wild Growth Walker. Hopefully into something better, some more lands. Opponent is black-white, so they're probably vampires, which means this Golden Demise is going to be super important very, very soon. So hopefully we do hit those land drops. Thankfully, things like Explore help a lot with that. And thankfully, our opponent is playing a ton of tap lands. Do they have a 1-drop? They do. It's okay. There's our swamp. Hopefully we can hit another swamp. But next turn, we'll definitely drop the Wild Growth Walker. And then the turn after, the Branch Walker. Okay, swamp for the opponent. Let's highlight all the cards for him. Queen's Commission. 2 vampire tokens with lifelink. Opponent attacks. No, they pass the turn. That's Wild Growth Walker. And pass the turn. Next turn we can Brontodon, or we can Merfolk Branch Walker, depending on, if we draw a land we'll probably Brontodon. If we don't, we'll Branch Walker. We need to start hitting our land drops. We definitely need 1 more so we can get to 4, so we can get a Path of Discovery going if we draw one. Looks like the opponent's having a little problems with creatures at the moment. Bishop Soldier. Cool, we get a Tishana. I might actually play the Tishana instead. Ooh, Path of Discovery. We really need to keep that. This is bad. I mean, it's not super bad because we're gaining life, but that's going to kill our draw step. Thankfully, we have a Branch Walker here, which might draw us into a land. I don't think we can keep anything on top if it's not a land. Opponent seems to be stuck on lands as well. They're just stuck on 4, the magic number for us. They play a Sanctum Seeker. That will drain us for each attacking creature. That is a vampire. Excellent, there's our 4th land. Rewarded for greed. Rewarded for greed. So next turn we can Path of Discovery. Turn after that we can either Tender Shoot Dryad if we have the lands, or we can Sapling Migration. We're almost at City's Blessing, which would be awesome. We really need to get this Golden Demise out there. They've found their 5th land, which is a Plains, and a Champion of Dusk, which will lose them a ton of life, but unfortunately refill their hand. That's an ouchie ouch. They definitely drew some land, so they're going to hit their land drops for the next 3 turns. So we really need to find that Golden Demise land now. We really need that swamp. Probably might be more important than that. Although to be fair, we need that to start the process going. Our opponent discards a Desert's Hold. We find our swamp. So let's say we don't drop Golden Demise. They will attack with 1, 2, 3, maybe. We can block. Yeah. But if we don't Golden Demise, we Path of Discovery. We can... Yeah, okay. So we're going to Path of Discovery. Then next turn, we can absorb a lot of damage. We've got Wild Growth Walker out. So the next turn, we can use the Sapling Migration, which will get us to City's Blessing, and then we can Golden Demise, and our Lana Royals and our Branch Walker are safe. I will block and kill the Sanctum Seeker and the Champion of Dusk if we need to, but except for the fact they just drew 6 cards, we actually are in okay shape. Maverick Fane, that's fine, as long as they don't drop a Legion Lieutenant, or 2 Legion Lieutenants, should I say, we should be good. Oh yeah, it was always going to happen. I mean, they did draw a lot of cards. Yeah. That's fine. So let's 1, 2. Sapling Migration. Unkicked, unfortunately. Get us 2 triggers. Get us 2 triggers. They are not going to want to see that. Let's drop that. And let's hurt their board state a little bit. Oh yeah, I love this deck. So next turn we can Tender Shoot Dryad, and that will just kick off the most awesome process ever. Just crack that. We will get a forest. We don't really need the other Golden Demise. They've got a lot of cards, but next turn they're in a lot of hurt. If we draw a land, we can Wild Growth Walker, Tender Shoot Dryad. I'm assuming if they had removal, the Wild Growth Walker would be already dead. They'll probably search up a Bishop of Binding here, which may hurt a little bit, but we can swing for a lot of power next turn because City's Blessing will be on. So these will be, well, that'll be a 4/4 and that will be a 3/3. We have 5/7, which is going to be a lot bigger because Tender Shoot Dryad will also explore when he enters. So Wild Growth Walker will grow. Do we have enough? We don't. If we draw a land, we have enough mana to Wild Growth Walker and that. Yeah, drawing a land would be sweet, but Tender Shoot Dryad will start taking over this game. Okay, there's a cast out. That's fine. He's not that important to our plan, and we can double block stuff here. This isn't a big deal. Okay. That's good enough. We can take 4 here. I'd really like to get this other Wild Growth Walker online. Excellent. So let's make sure we counted this right. 1 is 5, that's 7. 1, 2, 7, yep. So, boop, boop. Explores. Oh yeah, we want that. And Tender Shoot Dryad. And we want that. We always wanted that. And now we start hitting. So all our saplings that come in, so for the next 2 turns, will be 2/2s, and then pumped up will be 4/4s. It's assuming they don't have removal for him. But if they have like a cast out type removal, we have our Brontodon in our hand, which is why he's in the deck. And even without him, we still have a decent board. And they're also choosing between another Wild Growth Walker and our Tender Shoot Dryad as well. And this is getting us a lot of life. So discover our sapling migration again, stays on top of our library. We explore, we grant him 3 life and put a 1/1 counter. He becomes a 5/6, 5/7, sorry. And we just click end the turn. They're getting Boner out. Unfortunately, Boner's going to be a little too late because we are swinging for a lot of damage next turn. Oop, and they can gain 3 life now, 4 life. We might even Bronted on that. Stop the life gain. Yeah, so if we Bronted on that, we kill that. That stops having life link. We should. We're definitely drawing that. Okay, so let's do some math. Ugh, math. Alright, he'll become an 8/10 when we play that. So we play the Brontodon, he becomes a 9/11. So he's hitting for 9, he's going to be blocked. They'll double block that, which means we're getting through 4, 8, 12. Yeah, we're getting through enough. We need to kill that Squire's Devotion though. So first off, 1, 2, 3, Brontodon. And that's definitely staying on top of our library. Oh, we are gonna. Oh no, we still have that. So, okay. Opponent concedes. They're doing the math with us, and that's game 1. And that is Saproling Explorers. That's doing exactly what we wanted to do. Cobbled Magic, match 2. We are against Tequila X again. It's happening a lot today. Playing some Saproling Explorers, and he's playing Vampires. So Golden Demise in our opening hand will be kept. There you're going first again. Seems fair. Okay, he does not appear to be here. He's kept his opening hand. We have a Golden Demise and the Evolving Wilds, as well as a couple of Wild Growth Walkers. We're definitely keeping that. Maybe he was hoping we would quit. I don't know. Yeah, That game didn't go anywhere. Well, I'll see you all in match 3. It's time for Cobbled Magic, match 3. First 2 were wins, one by concede to the same person, so probably more like match 2. We're against Skywards. He gets to go first, because I never win die rolls. And our opening hand is good. 3 lands, a Troops, Sapling Migration, and a Wild Growth Walker, and a Brontodon as backup, with almost the appropriate lands to play everything. Golden Demise, sweet. Opponent plays a Swamp. Might be Dinosaurs, or could be a... Yep, yeah, Dinosaurs. Sweet, Lana Rolls. Do we have a turn 3 play? Brontodon. No, let's just play Wild Growth Walker. Brontodon can come down next turn if that becomes a 3-3. Ooh, Rada. Spicy. Wow, I've never seen this deck before. Rada's one of the new legendary creatures. It's uncommon. I know it's a rare. It says whenever you attack, add that with all creatures, add that much mana in any combination of green or red. So now I have 1 green or red thing they can spend on something. They spend it on nothing because there's nothing really they can spend it on. We're going to throw down a Thrashing Brontodon, and we can now kill Rada by double blocking, of course. I think they are dinosaurs. They're just, wow, that's a lot of ramp. Holy crap smackles, that's a lot of ramp. Let's try and find a land. Let's beef up our Wild Growth Walker. Ah, yes, that's what we want. Okay. No attacks here. We're not that stupid. Good thing is that Al brings our Wild Growth Walker up. Holy crap, they can bring out anything. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, that is 9 mana. Okay, let's put out our Lurking Chupacabra. If it lives, we can start picking off stuff. Actually, oh, that was a misplay. I should have played Golden Demise. I didn't realize how much that would affect their team, and we'd only lose to Shana, or to Shana's Wayfinder. Damn. I will block. That's a shame. That was a big mistake. Let's kill that Ranging Raptor and hope we can correct our mistake. Drop a Lana Whirls. We've now got more mana than we know what to do with, but we can kick a Sapling Migration. Come on, brick, 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 brick. You want to play a land. Dinosaurs are bad. Dinosaur Stampede is super bad. Okay, this is sweet. Okay. Do we have... Yeah, we totally have that. Let's wipe out all their ramp. I can't see them having a negate. Okay. And they quit. So that's... Let's call it 2 victories. Okay, Cobbled Magic. Match 4/3 against Skywards again. There must be no one playing tonight. So he's playing a dinosaur massive ramp deck. He's mulliganed his first hand. We have 3 again. We're definitely keeping this. We even have a Path of Discovery. He's down to 6. He keeps. I don't know where he scryed to, because apparently in Magic where they scry to is not important. That's a lie. It's really important. And I will be grabbing our second Swamp. Red Huntmaster. Well, let's get him out. I do have auto tapping on today. I left it on from when I was playing mono black and it wasn't really that important. I just got to remember to tap my lands first. I don't want to turn it off. It is kind of useful when you're not playing special lands. And we don't play special land in Cobbled Magic. The economy of Arena is not built that way. Okay, there's our Golden Demise. Let's drop nothing. Let's pass. Let's attack in. Apparently, I meant to pass the turn, but anyway, what's the worst that's going to happen? Said someone who's going to get Charging Monstrous Sword. Cool, Rada's back. That's the worst that can happen. We're going to take a lot of damage here. Another Wild Growth Walker. Thankfully, we can gain a lot of it back. So next turn we can Choops away the Otepec. Ugh, that's not ideal. As I said, we can gain a lot of life back. Actually, we can gain a ton of life back next turn. Next turn we'll Wild Growth Walker and Migration. That'll gain us back 12 life. I think that's the best idea at this stage of the game. Blocks, and this is where we want to be at for this deck. That's going to start stealing our stuff. That's not good. Oh, we really need a Llanowar Elves. Actually, we're going to gain a lot more than 12 life. We're going to gain a boatload of life. Let's toss that. Okay, more life, more counters, more lands. We do now have blockers, thankfully. Chupacabra. And the Migration can come down next turn. Yeah, I don't care if you draw cards, and we can kill that guy off. That guy I'm scared of. Rada's the next after that. Okay. Just play 100 creatures. That also works. Unfortunately for you, you now can't attack this turn, and you're going to have a lot less creatures next turn. So, Otepec's gone. When we drop our Tube, we'll knock out the Captivating Crew next. Okay, so that's 2, 4, 6. Okay, let's think about this. Yeah, we don't have enough mana for that. Damn. Okay, I think our only play is this Chupacabra play. But this is the power of Saproling Explorers. We can, it's just so grindy. Cool, Squire's Devotion. Yeah, we can do better than that. Wild Growth Walkers are just massive. They can block anything. Another Swamp. That actually might come in handy. Settle the score. That's definitely staying on top. We can exile this Ripjawed Raptor. And now we have 2 7/9s. So next turn we can Golden Demise, Chupacabra. We can't go. Oh yeah, Golden Demise, Chupacabra. And that can wipe out a lot of stuff. Okay, so first up, let's Chupacabra will allow us to kill 2 creatures, which would be those 2. Yeah. Yeah, Rada. Yeah. Play our swamp. I was a little worried then. I thought I'd done my math wrong. No, he can go to the graveyard. We really need right now. Attack with the 2 wild growth walkers. Sorry, I'll finish my thought. What we really need right now is Tender Shoot Dryad. Wow, they just went to 3. Yep, and there we go. I know that was against the same opponent, but I think that was a better demonstration of this deck's power. They got a really quick start. They got a good start with lots of dinosaurs, draw cards, but because we had a Path of Discovery out, we had the Saplings coming out with Chupacabras. You can just pick off all their deck. We got pretty lucky. We did pick the right card. We got the right cards at the right time. But even still, we wiped their board out. And that was just with a Path of Discovery. It's so powerful. Cool. This is Cobbled Magic. We are back for game 4/5. I will stop saying that now. It's match 4 against Saproling. We have a very good hand. We have a Sapling Migration, a Path of Discovery, a Chupacabra. Go get a forest, 3 lands. You know what? I'm going to get a swamp just in case. We do have more double black than we do double white. Oh, double white, double green. Opponent, it looks like he's on the vampire plan. Nope, it's the night plan. Sweet, I haven't played this deck before. Okay, we will end the turn here. I think the biggest problem will be a duress. Nope. Cool. We will Path of Discovery. Next turn we can Chupacabra. Hopefully they don't have a Forsake the Worldly. That may make me cry. They do have a Josu Ves, which will hurt. Okay, we're going to Chupacabra. Actually, I'm going to keep that. Some extra explore triggers will go down nicely. Opponent, Archer Varaska for some card draw. Ugh, I knew that had happened. No problems. So we're going to drop that. We're going to drop her. She will die. Or will she? You know what? I'm going to create a token. She can take 4 from Josie Vest this turn. That is definitely staying on top of our library. Opponent's still playing lands, which is good. It means they're drawing a lot. Sanctum Seeker. That's fine. That's all as expected. Kill him now. Get a treasure. Okay, so we can evolve in wilds, get a land out of our deck. The last thing we want to do now is draw some lands. Wild Growth Walker. He's going to become very big very quickly. Yep, she can stay on top for the moment. Seeker Squire, get a double trigger. So library. Library. Sapling Migration. 2 more triggers. Graveyard, I don't really want that. She's not very useful. And the land, which is not very useful either. We now have a 7/9, which is dead. And a cast out, which is awesome. Oh wow, they're going for that. No worries. Yeah, that can resolve. I think I'll keep her alive. Thank you. Thanks for offering. Opponent's now in top deck mode. Let's get rid of that. I don't see that too useful right now. Kick one of these. Get some triggers. You know what? I'm going to keep that. Let's flood the board. They're in top deck. Make them top deck something good. They do have City's Blessings now, unfortunately. But even so. Yeah, again, they're still top decking. Kick one of these. Yeah, we'll keep that too. That's called insurance. And we'll swing in for a casual 11. That was a very quick. They have to double block that though. So they're going to take 9, go down to 10. Next turn we can kill that Sanctum Seeker. Yeah, unfortunately for you, Verna's going to be way too exiled. And there we go. Alright. Match 5 for Cobbled Magic. We are playing Saproling Explorers. So we're 4-0. We haven't come up against any tier decks. But I think you can see that as just a casual fun deck, this deck performs and performs well. That is a lot of lands, but let's see what happens if we keep it. We do have a very nice curve. Unfortunately, we do need another black for you. But 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop is pretty much where we want to be. Ooh, blue-white. And we now have a new 2-drop. Into a 3-drop, into a 4-drop, to a 2-drop. Ah, boo. Baffling end, boo, baffling end. We need a Path of Discovery. And we do not need a Saproling Migration. Yeah, we'll keep that. We do need a Path of Discovery, but Tubes can come down next turn, followed by Branch Walker. Hey, I have one of those. With Time of Ice. Nice. Man, we really, really, really need another black mana. Let's not attack. So Branch Walker's next turn. Yeah, you can do what you want. You can tap what you want. It's going to destroy your board first. A Field of Ruin. Making sure we tap properly. The instant they play a non-basic land. Yeah. I should have been that. That was a mistake. That may be a mistake we live to regret. They'll bounce our Wild Growth Walker. That's not going to be surprising. That was a big mistake. That's okay. We can come back. We still don't have a target for this Field of Ruin, unfortunately. Let's drop a Chupacabra. We will not be attacking. Yep, we get them back. What did they have? An Adorned Pouncer hand? We're going to take 8. Yep, that's another thing we can't play. The good thing about Field of Ruins is they normally fix your mana. The bad thing about Fields of Ruins is if they don't play non-basic lands, it's a shit card. So what do we have to put in front of this thing to kill it? Everything. So 3, 6, So it kills, say, let's say it hits that and kills it. It still takes 3. So 3, 6, kills that, takes 2. Yeah, so we need to put these 3. So we need to put those 3 in front of it to kill it. And then they get another one next turn. Another basic land. I think this is almost over, everyone. I'm sorry. Okay, let's block that. That is what we needed. That is precisely what we needed. Yep, that's fine. We're going to be in chump mode. What are we okay with losing? We're okay with losing you. Ugh, you look bad right now. What are we chumping with is the better question. We've got a lot of good draws in our deck. Yeah, I'm going to believe in our deck. That will keep us in chump mode for a while. I'll keep the Explorer on there. Which one have we already targeted? Oh, what? Oh, thank God. Yep, let's keep up that. That is actually now a blocker that can kill that. Oh, sweet. Yeah, no attacks. It's now 5/5. Cool. We can let them think that they can attack. I don't think they should have let Tishana get down that low though. We might actually be able to come back into this. Power of exploring. Okay, opponent attacks with the Adorned Pouncer. We can vanquish this dude. Block and kill the last cat. We lose our Bronzodon, but that's fine. Yep, that's all good. Tishana dies next turn. That dies next turn. Cool. We're back in this. We just fought our way through 3 Adorned Pouncers that were eternalized. This deck is sweet. Yeah, we're keeping that. Cool. Kill that. Kill that. Gain 6 life. Get a 5/7. Swing for 9. We're back to 12. We have a 4/3 blocker. We have virtually unlimited removal. Probably the worst thing that can happen now is a River's Rebuke. But honestly, I don't particularly care. Land 1. It's quite amusing when you get 4 lands out of this. You just refill your hands with land. I'll get the removal. I'll keep the removal. And we will swing with the 9/11 and see if we can win the game. And there we have it. Cool. So that's 5 matches. Well, 6 if you include the one that we're not going to talk about. I'm going to keep it at 5 matches for today and see how that goes. I'll see you all in a minute for the tidy conclusion. Well, thank you very much for watching the video. I think you can see that that is a very, very fun deck to play. Saproling Explorers, I have to put up there as probably my favorite deck to play for fun on Magic Arena. It's certainly not the most competitive decks. Thankfully, we ran up against a good matchup for us, which was mostly creature-based decks in a control environment with people board wiping every now and, well, every other turn, probably a little bit of an issue. Although I did lose to a very similar deck in the quick constructed tournament where I didn't hit I hit a tapped land on turn 5, which would have allowed me to board wipe if it was untapped, and I would have won the game if it wasn't for that, but it killed me on turn 5. So it definitely has some power and it can take on some control players. I think in the first game, it demonstrated the importance of Golden Demise and why that should be main boardable in Magic Arena. Just continually exploring to hit our land drops allowed us to just keep a 1 land opening hand after mulliganing, and then just brought us the value as we went through. The third game was quite good. It showed the power of lurking Chupacabras when you can consistently explore with sapling tokens with a Chupacabra out, allowing you to wipe out the board. The dinosaur decks, despite the fact they've got big creatures, after 1 or 2 explores, they become very, very small creatures. And with the Golden Demise to start off the process, allowed us to just chip away at all their little mana dogs and their 4/4 dinosaurs, and then swarm in and kill them with little saplings, which was awesome. And in that last game was actually quite sweet. It was doing what our deck does best, which is gaining life from our walkers, using stuff to chump block. I mean, we fought through 3 Adorn Pounces. So essentially, in their opening hand, in their first couple of draws, the opponent drew 3 Adorn Pounces, managed to eternalize them all, and we were on the back foot from pretty much the very, very start. The sapling chump blocked really well, allowed us to just get our Brontodons out, get our Path of Discovery out, and then start the process of just eliminating their board with multiple Chupacabra activations, and then grind them down, and we won. And I was quite surprised. I thought when we saw those 2 eternalized ones that we were just going to lose. Thankfully, that deck didn't get out its Anointed Procession, which it normally runs, but it did allow us some great value, and it was a great game. I was actually really enjoying it. I hope you guys enjoyed this deck too. Thank you very much for watching. If you do like this video series, please give me a thumbs up. It'll help me a lot as a new channel, and subscriptions will also be very nice. I am trying to get Google or YouTube to give me my own link name, and that requires a lot of effort from me and some subscribers. So would appreciate any subscriptions. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Later, mates.